Now let us look exactly at the data, what the data shows. So this is the data from the MoveInSync platform, which is collected over the last 1 year with the usage of around 20,000 employees and 55 companies. Uh, 79. So I think the most interesting part is that a big percentage, as much as 79% of the employees prefer to come to the office 10 days or less than 10 days to the office. And a very small percentage, just 21% come more than 11 days to the office, and just 5% come, sorry, 6% come for more than 20 days. Now, obviously, I think a little bit of a disclaimer here that obviously because of pandemic, the offices were really not open 365 days. So some of them could be an impact here, but this seems to be a very, very emerging trend that, again, as I said, people prefer to work 2 or 3 days from the office only. The other interesting trend which our data shows is that different sectors have returned to the office in a different. Another interesting statistics which we saw from our data point was that while larger companies, broadly defined as enterprises, enterprise returned of only around 13% were back to the office. Startups, both early stage and large stage, around 60% of the employees actually came back to the office. One of the reasons, at least, which we analyzed and we found out is, I think obviously enterprise have far more mature processes, because of which working in a remote environment was easily accomplished. Whereas startups, sometimes because of the process and sometimes because of the nature of the jobs, the brainstorming, etc., including a company like MoveInSync, we do have a more face-to-face time. The other interesting stats were actually on the preferred days. A lot of the employers or the companies left it to the discretion of the employees in 2021 to decide what days they want to come to the office. There wasn't really a mandate there. So if left to the employees, employees preferred Tuesdays and Thursdays were the most preferred days to the office. What we've also seen that the usage of meeting rooms slash collaborative spaces, which prior to pandemic was around 11%, in terms of bookings, while obviously informally the meeting room could have been used more, but in terms of the actual bookings and scheduling of the meeting rooms, it was 11%, which in the month of December, which was actually a holiday month, it went as high as 21%. So I think there is surely the writing on the wall that that collaborative work is best done at the office, and everybody understands that. I think 2022 and the years forward will surely look at hybrid becoming the default operating system for the companies. But I think people are going to spend a lot of time, collect a lot of data, and see what is working for them. So it is going to be more by design and not by chance. Some of the important challenges which I have seen both organizations, small and large, think about it when they think about hybrid is, the first is employee scheduling, right? Planning, coordinating. We spoke a lot about, or at least I spoke a lot in terms of the data that people want to come at the same time, same day, etc. Right? So I think at some point, when you're doing it once in a week or once in a fortnight, maybe you can do it on a Slack or a WhatsApp group. But beyond that, you would require some tools and technologies to make sure that employees are able to schedule themselves, or also keeping in mind the privacy concern, see each of their teammates visit to the office as well. Also, technologies would be required to make office spaces flexible. And I think while everybody prefers to be to give their choice of the days, but I think eventually to make sure that the real estate utilization is proper, this would become very, very important, that the offices become flexible and almost sort of like hotels. A lot of the organizations are giving flexibility to the employees if they have got multiple offices to the city to visit any of their offices, etc. So I think it is almost like booking an Uber experience. It just needs to be seamless, irrespective of the city or the suburb you are in. So unified employee experience is going to become very, very important.